Welcome to episode 9 of Let's Talk Dogs with Kez and Sam. And we are here again. We're back. We've had several attempts of episode 9.
We have. It's not happening.
It's not happening because the sound keeps messing us up. So we're just praying that, we're all right for today. So what is coming up on the show today is we are talking, if dogs could talk, what would they say? And how our dogs actually do communicate to us. Because they do, don't they, Sam?
Yes.
And we will be touching a little bit on the documentary that came out. It was a few weeks ago now.
Yeah, it was a few weeks ago.
But we do feel like we need to touch on that documentary.
Yeah.
Because it did infuriate us a bit. It was
typical
quite one-sided.
BBC, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I have a little bit, did you know? And I have some big news coming up, which I'll share later on in the show. We have a High Hopes dog celebrating 7 years, isn't it, Sam?
7 years.
Of High Hopes.
Yeah, we've officially celebrated 7 years.
Officially, yes.
But we're having our party on the 14th September.
Yeah, 14th September.
14th September, because I think August was just too hot.
Which is a Sunday, isn't it?
I don't know.
I feel but anyway, we'll mention that, more information about that later. And obviously, we will have a little touch on two of our dogs, Digby and Amira.
Okie doke.
Oh, excuse me, I'm hiccuping now. But also, we have a special guest that we had not earlier today, but a few days ago now.
The last time we tried
did
to
an interview with one of our volunteers, Amy, who's very special to us, big team member, lovely person. But we recorded it, obviously, so we will go over to that now. So here is Amy with us in the field. Hello and welcome. We are in the field where we take our dogs and run around, aren't we, Sam?
We are.
And we are joined here with another volunteer, another amazing member of the team of High Hopes, and that is Amy. Hello, Amy.
Hello.
And she's joined us. And how long have you been with High Hopes helping?
About a year and a half.
Is it a year and a half, is it? Is it a year and a half?
Yeah, it's been a year and a half. I started walking.
I thought it was longer than that.
No, I started walking and then I've gradually built myself up into helping a bit more and more and more.
Yeah, that's a bit like me.
Yeah.
I'm just literally not gone.
It just becomes
You adopt and you don't leave. Isn't that right, Sam?
Well, Amy left for a couple of years and then she came back. And because you adopted.
I adopted,
and then we didn't chat for 3 years or something.
Yeah.
And then you came back and it's just been amazing.
And I just was really worried that I was going to not be accepted as a volunteer. That's why I didn't contact. So I thought, oh no, I'm no good. I couldn't do that. They won't want me. And now I'm like...
and Avis was your first walk, wasn't she?
Yes.
Avis.
You
fell in love with Avis.
I remember Avis. I called her... I didn't call her Avis though, did I? I called her...
What did you call her?
Oh God.
I can't remember. It's something rude, actually. I shan't say.
Yeah, I can't
it was
remember.
Anus. That was it. I was calling her Anus. And you went, Anus, that ain't it? And I went, what is it? And you went, Avis. Well, I kept calling her Anus after that. She was a lovely dog.
She's a lovely dog.
Beautiful girl.
So I've got a few questions for you. Obviously, Ames, because it's a little interview. How did you come by High Hopes?
Now that's a good one. So we originally had our Jack, our dog, who's a rescue dog. And I begged my husband for ages that I wanted another dog, and he said no. And then eventually, after a lot of persuasion, he agreed.
Oh.
We went to a different rescue, in fact, and they wouldn't rehome with us because we had 2 younger daughters.
That is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah. They just wouldn't even...
They wouldn't even
consider it.
Wouldn't even consider it.
So then Matt, my husband, came across High Hopes. And at first I was sceptical because I thought, why would you want to help a dog from overseas? I didn't really understand the point when we've got dogs over here. And then I looked into what the dogs overseas have to go through and the way they're treated over there. And I was all in.
Yeah.
Completely in.
Once people know what goes on, because the thing about in this country, and don't get me wrong, every dog deserves a loving home, but the thing in this country, the dogs are safe.
Yeah.
They are well looked after.
They're loved.
They get walks. They get meals. I mean, it's like a doggy hotel to a certain degree.
Yeah.
They're just waiting for their forever home. But over in Europe, it is
heartbreaking.
I didn't know how bad Romania was until I got Rusty.
Yeah, same.
So,
And
Awful.
both of your dogs came from public shelters as well. So they've both
oh,
had,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realise
Yes.
yours had come from a
Yes,
public
she
shelter as
did.
well.
So
Oh,
they've both had a really negative
never.
beginning.
Yeah.
A nice start to life.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So it brings me to the next question.
Go on.
What do you love about dogs?
Oh.
What is it?
What's not to love
What
about
is-
dogs?
Exactly.
What I love about dogs is they're always happy to see you. You
Yes.
can be on your darkest day, you can feel as low as anything, and that dog will look into your eyes and make you feel instantly better.
Yeah. De-stress you as well.
Oh, yes. And they're just like friends. They want to be around you, and they're just so giving and loving, and I just love them.
I'm
nothing I
all
don't
with you
like.
on that. 100%. I don't know why they're so happy. If people would like dogs, the world would be a better place. I really,
yeah.
really believe that.
Yeah, definitely.
They would, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so lovely.
I
I totally agree with that. And the other thing is, you kind of touched on there, but what's your favourite thing about dogs? What is your favourite thing?
Pinpoint that one special thing.
It might be really hard, but I have one, and you've got one.
I
haven't
had
you?
one.
You had one. I can't remember
I
what you.
can't remember
What
said
physical
either.
thing?
Not physical, just like what is it that you love the most about a dog?
I know what mine was.
What?
Loyalty.
That was it.
Oh.
And do you know what mine one was?
Go on.
The whole butt wag thing, the whole wagging tail. You know, when they see it, the whole body wags, and you don't even know that dog, and they can do that for
Yeah.
you. So
I think for me, it's the acceptance. They just accept you for who you are.
no judgment.
No judgment.
You can stink like shit.
Exactly.
It's still
They
be-
don't care.
They
They're
don't.
You
still
haven't
happy.
brushed your hair, you haven't washed your hair, you've got no makeup on. That dog doesn't care. They love you for
Yeah.
who you are.
Yeah, I that's a good one. That's a good one, that is, Aim. And also, if you had one wish, what would it be?
One wish.
You had one wish.
Wow. I think we know that I would
I
wish.
know, yeah.
That I would wish that High Hopes could get a property of their own. So that I
Exactly.
could spend even more time helping more dogs.
That
And
is the dream,
It
isn't
is
it?
the absolute dream. And if I won the lottery, that would be the first thing that I would do. I'd set us up with a property
Yeah.
so that we could change more lives.
I
and
go around
help more.
driving in the car looking there's a bit of land that I could buy if I had the money, but
Yeah.
it's ridiculous because, like you said, why are we thinking like that when we ain't even got the money?
One day we might have the money.
One day, fingers crossed.
You can do so much more.
We
With
could.
more space.
Oh my God, you could help. You can do more.
We'll be able to work more with the dogs in kennels, like
Oh.
Ava and Maddie, and
Yeah, the dogs that we struggle with, that are some of them are in foster. We can have more hands on with them ourselves.
Yeah.
they need some rehab, but they're so far away from us, we can't really do it.
Yeah, because it is a bit of a drive, isn't it? And it is difficult. But yeah, that's a good wish. We'll keep wishing.
That's my only wish in the world.
We keep wishing.
I'm not wishing for much.
We get that. What's that genie lamp? Is it the genie lamp?
Yeah.
Rub that genie lamp. And then, because the last thing I'd ask you, right, is what is your favourite movie?
Oh,
What is it? I feel like she knows.
I don't really watch movies.
What?
But
Why? Why? Are they too sad? What is it?
too sad. They make me cry too much. I cry too much. I just get bored.
Get on.
But
What do you mean you get bored?
however, my ultimate favourite movie is something that I watched when my girls were younger. It's Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh,
Have you
I
seen
haven't.
that?
Years
Roald
ago.
Dahl, the book,
Years
they made
ago.
it into an animation and it is beautiful.
I haven't.
We're going to have to watch that.
Please watch it.
The next time we have a...
Yeah, I have a sleepover.
And my favourite characters are the rat and the wolf. So you need to watch it. And get back to me.
Fantastic Fox.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
I've not heard
Do you
of
know
it.
Roald Dahl, who wrote the books?
I'm not a book person.
I know, but you
would
must
have
know
heard of
Roald
Roald Dahl.
Dahl.
No, who's that?
Matilda, James and the Giant Peach.
I've
the
heard
Twits.
of the giant.
The Twits.
The Twits.
Oh my God.
The Twits.
The Twits.
Twits.
The Twits.
Who's the Twits?
No.
Listen, I
It's a
don't
great
read
book.
books. I don't read books, which is ironic for what's coming up later. I don't. Twits.
One time, okay, we'll have story time one day and I'll read the Twits to you because it is an incredible book.
This is it, right? You said movies are boring. You're going to bore me with a book.
No,
Oh,
you'll
but
love
no,
it.
the Twits
no,
is
the
good.
Twits is out.
Is there pictures?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like real pictures, not like a little bit of a picture.
like really cool
It's like
pictures.
cartoony pictures.
Quentin Blake. drew the pictures.
I feel really bad because
Don't feel bad.
I'm alienated to whatever you two are saying right now. But Twits, no, I've never heard of it. I'm not familiar with that. But I got to roll back here.
Go on.
How do you find movies boring? What movies are you watching to find boring?
I've watched.
What about Disney?
Oh no, I'm not a Disney girl.
Oh, me and her are going to fall out. What? What's about?
I could maybe watch a Quentin Tarantino at a push, Kill Bill or something like that. But Disney, come on. I'm not a 5-year-old, Kez.
No, it doesn't appeal to 5-year-olds. Forget 5-year-olds. It's adults that love Disney.
Yeah, I don't
Dumbo.
like Disney adults. Come on.
Dumbo's weird.
Why is
See?
Dumbo weird? Right, I'm really rocking around here.
So Dumbo, like the weird psychedelic stuff in it.
What do you mean, the elephants? The weird
elephants are good, but all the psychedelic weird stuff in it.
psychedelic. What?
Like whoever did it was on LSD.
Yeah, he was.
something.
No, he
Oh,
was.
okay.
So when he gets drunk, accidentally drunk, right? The Dumbo does. He accidentally drinks what she thought is water, but beer falls into it, and he ends up getting drunk. And he sees all these pink elephants.
Okay.
Is that the scene you're on about?
That's probably the
Maybe
scene. I'm on
Yeah,
about.
he was on that.
Maybe I just
when
didn't understand.
Yeah, you saw a really bad bit of the film, but that's a legendary film.
I watched it once when I was a child.
Did you cry?
Probably. You know I cry at everything. Come on.
I'm shocked at the whole Disney thing. I thought everybody loves Disney.
No.
Everybody loves Disney. You don't like Disney,
It's
Sam?
all right.
Oh my God, I
wouldn't
can't be with you two ever
I
again.
wouldn't choose to sit down and watch a Disney film on my own.
Really? That's
No.
like, but then I'm a cartoonist though, ain't I?
Yeah. Is the Jungle Book Disney?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
See, one
a
of the
good
kids
one.
used to watch that religiously, like every
I'm
day.
not, I like Jungle Book, but it's not my favourite. Like Dumbo's the ultimate and Toy Story.
Toy
Oh my
Story's alright, to be fair.
Yeah, well my dog was called Forky when I got it off you.
Yeah, I didn't name it.
Oh, I will let you off then. Because I can't shout Forky in the Forking streets, can I? So I call him Boss now. Little Boss. That's better.
Oh,
the
was
other
that
one-
his first name?
It's Forky, yeah.
Forky.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a knife? No, he
There was
wasn't.
No.
no, because you can't go around knifey.
No,
Yeah.
Spoonie.
what
Forky.
was his name before it was Knifey? He had a different name.
Ooh. The character in Toy Story you're on about Boss.
Wasn't he called?
And it was called
Woody.
No, that's the other dog. Another dog you had Woody, Buzz, and Forky.
Yeah, but one of the volunteers used to call him Knifey.
Oh well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
No, say no to knives.
Save Knives Knife. No, I'm shocked about the whole Disney thing. I'm literally am. But on that bombshell, thank you for joining us, Ames. I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
Thank you for having me.
But thanks for being a part of the team. We love you loads. You're an absolute star. You're a legend with the dogs. They love you. And we'll be doing another interview again. Sorry, a bottle's just gone over because Stan's decided to join in on the interview. Haven't you, Stan?
Oh, Stan.
But anyway, we're going to get back to the dogs because they've had a wonderful time at the field, but it's probably time to go home as well, isn't it, Sam?
Definitely.
All right. Well, we love you and leave you. Okay, bye-bye.
Oh, bye.
So, that was lovely of Amy earlier. I'm shocked. Shocked. I'm not going to get over the Disney thing. But I was really touched when she said she was worried when she was joining us about what people think.
Me too.
'Cause
Because she's so lovely.
She is so lovely. Why on earth she wouldn't think she'd be good enough? I mean, that's just...
I guess that's just how some people think.
I suppose it's
maybe.
nervous when if you
Yeah.
join a group of people that's
already
yeah,
established.
anything
Yeah.
in life, I think.
But honestly, couldn't manage without her.
She's absolutely lovely. She's tall. I love hugging her around the waist because that's I'm at waist height.
I met somebody a couple of weeks ago who made me feel tall.
Oh yes, you did say.
Yeah, she's literally
a little old
probably-
woman like Mrs.
Well,
Miyagi.
Well, she's not old. She's only
Oh.
6 years older than me. So
Oh.
she's not.
Sorry, I thought you meant she was an old woman.
No, she's just really tiny.
Was she like 4 foot something?
Yeah, she's about 4.5. No, probably smaller than that.
No.
Yeah, she's tiny, teeny tiny.
Bless. So she's not old. I thought you meant she was an old woman.
No.
It shrunk. I'm going to shrink. I'll probably get under 3 foot by the time I'm 70.
Same.
I'll probably shrivel up. But yeah, but Value, massive team member. We will get more of the team on podcast over the time, won't we?
Yeah, if I leave him with you for long enough.
Long enough, because that was
I left Amy alone
Yeah.
for 2 hours, and next thing,
podcast is coming out.
She got roped into a podcast.
Yeah, she was like, "What questions are you going to ask?" I just quickly wrote down some questions. Pretty standard
You were very
questions.
quick. Yeah.
I was very quick. That was quite good for me. But we will touch on the BBC document. That's what we'll talk about next, because obviously I found it very alarming. Whoever's watched it, or if you haven't watched it, they are talking about foreign dogs coming into our country and the charities that bringing them into this country, that they were almost like saying that we don't follow.
They were kind of tarring everyone with the same brush.
Yes, like
really. We're all doing this thing. We're all bringing brucellosis into the country, and that's kind of how it came across. And
we're not being responsible.
We've brucellosis tested. We started 1 month after the government put that statement on the website to say that they needed to. We saw the statement, we're like, we'll get them all tested, and we have done ever since, every single dog.
Yeah. I know the charities are doing that as well.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. I mean,
they got little passports, so they got all the little stamps.
They got all the stamps in there. I mean, there must be people that don't comply.
Oh, of course.
But
that's a small majority.
Yeah.
But BBC's painted that as everybody.
Yeah.
They said they've spoken to several charities that do this, but what the RSPCA came out and said, that it was almost like a ticking time bomb.
Yeah.
And they're making people think that what we're doing, or what anyone's doing, is we're endangering the people in the UK with doing this. Yeah. And that's not the case.
It's not the case at all. I mean, brucellosis isn't new in the UK.
No.
My sister-in-law had it from drinking unpasteurised milk.
So, yeah, because I looked this up, and basically it's in our cattle. It can be in deer, it can be in pigs, it can be in sheep. It is already in this country.
Yeah. I think it was maybe almost eradicated at one point. But it's so rare, and I think there's only been one case or two cases of dog to human transmission anyway. So it's
it's through saliva.
Yeah, and it's through. I mean, the one lady that caught it, there was Monty tries. Was somebody had sent over a pregnant dog, and the puppies had come. I think they'd come early, and it was all the birthing fluids, which is how this lady caught it.
Right, yeah.
Which is how
saliva.
Yeah. And I get that vets have got to be careful.
But they treat you like you got the plague.
Yeah, they do.
You've got to stand outside.
And one of our volunteers was actually told to stand outside, and she had to pay £150 danger money.
Yeah.
And since then, we haven't taken a foreign dog to that vet's, purely because I don't want to have an argument with them. So we have started taking the foreign dogs to a different vet who go on a case-by-case basis. But I really like the vets we use. And there's one particular vet that I really trust and have a good relationship with.
I haven't had any issues with my vets. I find it very alarming that vets, because that scares people. It will put people off to have a foreign dog because they're like, I don't want this. You know, if you've really got to do your research, but it really got to be cleared
up. It's just the impact that's now going to have on the dogs that are already here.
Because people aren't going to take them on because they think, hang on, and it's got a dangerous disease.
Yeah, I mean, I think Duffy might have come before the testing came into place, so we would probably have to get her tested to be able to send her home.
But then on the other foot, they say that if your dog is tested, then he has to be put to sleep.
I think it depends on the vets. I think a lot of UK vets are scared of it. But I feel like it's the same as you couldn't go to a doctor with HIV and AIDS and they couldn't refuse to treat you.
Yeah.
You know, they put extra PPE on maybe.
Yeah.
But it's just like vets don't want to know. And our particular vets, I won't say their name, have introduced a PPE fee that you pay just to take your foreign dog. And I haven't actually been there and experienced that with them because I know I'm going to get my back up about it. And I'm
just
trying to avoid that.
To be honest,
I don't want to be told, you know, to keep my dog outside because it's a leper or whatever. I don't want to go through that.
No.
So
But on the other breath as well, touch on to make out, yes, there are dogs that come over from foreign countries. Yes, there are a lot that experience a lot of horrific traumas because of those countries. But they're making out that those dogs that you take on cannot be, you know, a pet, cannot, you know, adapt to living in a house and stuff like that. Which is so, I don't believe that for 1 second.
No, dogs
I've
are
had dogs
very, very adaptable.
I rescue dogs in this country that have got behaviour issues. My one Jack Russell, Milo, he couldn't say hello to a dog. He would bite them. And if anyone come round to my home and picked him up or anything, he would bite them. It doesn't necessarily mean, well, because of the country they're in, doesn't mean that they're the most dangerous. It doesn't make them more dangerous or anything.
There are differences.
There is.
There are differences. I mean, it's quite hard to explain, but, you know, they grow up and they're kind of, a lot of them are, if they've been street dogs, they're always more sort of aware.
Yeah, because they've been,
Yeah, because they've had to grow up and be like that to survive.
But my dogs in my home, they're lovely. I mean, like, I can brush Rusty's teeth, I can...
Yeah, but then Guinness, he was never a street dog. But he is very aware of everything that goes on around him.
Like you said, he didn't have his mom.
No.
And that's a big teaching a puppy very early on in life to have confidence.
They're all very different, aren't they? I mean, Rusty grew up, well, I don't know if he grew up in a public shelter. He was in a public shelter when he was found. And then you got Guinness, who was found as a pup without a mom. And then Boss grew up in that massive,
God knows what
outside
but he was from
shelter
Spain, wasn't he?
Spain. And they're all very different. They're all very
But they're all
complex.
living in my home happily. There's no major dramas. The only thing is that if someone new to come round, Rusty follows his instincts because he's got the Alsatian in him.
Yeah.
If Guinness said hello to you, Guinness would understand you're all right and he would be okay.
You say that though, but Nishka, anyone could walk into this house and she don't give a monkeys.
She's no good as a guard dog, is she?
No.
I mean, I ain't got to worry about anyone robbing my house because you wouldn't come in.
No.
You just wouldn't. Boss would let him in. Boss is another one. He'd just go into
panic.
Yeah,
he'd panic
and go into the corner,
Help.
go into his crate.
But also on that documentary, Forest Dog Rescue introduced a dog called Bear.
Yeah.
And they said, this is Bear, he's from Romania. But they didn't say how he got there.
They didn't do
They
a
didn't
backstory.
say, was he picked up from another rescue? Did they import him? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was very vague. They weren't.
was
They
very
needed to be
vague.
because you just painted one big massive picture. He's from Romania. All Romanian dogs don't get a Romanian dog. He's savager. They carry disease. They're never going to be suitable for a pet. That's literally that's the bracket they did. I love the lady. Can't remember her name. She went on social media, on Facebook. She did a fantastic video. She's got a Romanian dog. This lovely dog was sat behind her. She says, look how savage my dog is. This dog is adapted to her life and being in her home and being around it, and there's nothing wrong with this dog. It's absolutely fine.
And most of them are. I mean, you do get the odd one that can't. But you get that. I think the most difficult dog I ever had in foster was actually English.
Yeah.
She was a cockapoo, and we took her from another rescue, who I won't name, but I don't rate them.
Yeah.
And we weren't told that she'd bitten. We weren't told that she was on medication. And we took her in, and she was one hell of a difficult dog.
Was she?
And she's probably one of the most difficult I've had, and she was English.
Yeah. Which brings me back round to, obviously, there's a lot of people thinking, I can understand to a certain degree, people going, well, there's dogs in this country that need to find a home. Why are we bringing more dogs in? My answer to that would be, a rescue dog is a rescue dog, no matter what corner of the globe it is. It doesn't matter. The dogs in this country, which I am proud to say of it, the rescues like Dog Trust, Battersea, all them, Greenwood, I mean, there's many more. Those dogs are so cared for whilst they're waiting for their family.
Yeah.
They've got a lovely kennels, they get walked, they get fed, they get pampered. I mean, Dog Trust, they send me a card of Fudge. He's been on the beach the last few weeks. He's got a new roommate. You know what I mean? It's like a holiday camp. come on, campers.
Oh, I'd love to take
Hidey,
them to
hidey,
the
hi.
beach. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Hody, hody, ho.
Hody, hody, ho. So, I mean, that's lovely. And yes, they are waiting forever, but they are safe. If you're not aware of what it's like in foreign countries, especially Romania, Bosnia, those places, please, before you judge, before you have your opinion on this, go and just read up and just find out what exactly is these animals, because they're not safe.
And
to
be honest, I didn't start the rescue on a whim.
No.
I did research. I did go to Romania. I did find out what was happening over there. And I think if anyone has been there and witnessed what I did and what many Romanian rescuers have to witness on a daily basis, you can't just stand by and do nothing.
No.
If you love dogs, if you truly love dogs and animals, you would not stand by and just say...
I was aware
away.
of China and Japan and the dog meat trade. That's why I started following Soy Dog, because they're fighting that issue. I mean, that's horrendous.
It is horrendous.
And that keeps me up at night. But then when I learned what Romania was like, I mean, it's thousands and thousands of dogs just freeze to death in the winter.
Yeah.
And nobody cares. Nobody cares. I mean, it's got a little bit better, I hear, in Romania, where it's very small, on the ground, people trying to look out for these dogs.
The thing is, though, they get picked up by the dog catchers who get paid, who aren't nice to them, put them on catch poles.
I mean, they're not even handled on.
No, then they get put in a public shelter where no one feeds them. They rely on kind-hearted volunteers to go and feed them because the staff very often, they don't feed them. I mean, so they're just put in there to starve. Really.
Yeah, I mean, Rusty was in one of them, and according to you, or and that Christina. Basically, he was so curled up in such a ball that he daren't look up.
You saw the picture, didn't you?
I did.
There was, I think, his name was Hercules. But I can't remember what it is now.
Was there? I thought it was just, you named him.
What's his name? No, that was the other dog. He was with another one.
Yeah, he was. It was in a terrible state.
I think his name was Hercules before, but I can't remember what they've called him now. I think Bob was there as well. Black Bob.
Black Bob.
Yeah, you met him when you first came here.
Yeah, I think I did, yeah.
And he was terrified of everything, but he's living his best life. He's been home 5 years.
And that's lovely to see, because if you see, like, High Hopes have done, it's over 2,000 dogs now rehomed, and there's dogs like, we get some amazing feedback from people saying, thank you so much for bringing our dog into our life. Where would that dog have ended up? An horrific death.
Exactly.
And now their life of luxury, going on holiday, you know what I mean? And so loved. And they deserve it.
They do.
100%
a lot of
deserve
it is understanding. It's like
knowledge.
What's coming up later with your big reveal.
Yes.
But it's time and understanding and not expecting them to go from that situation of being in a public shelter into your home.
And just adapt.
But, if we have had a dog in a public shelter, which we don't take that many from at the moment, because we've got so many returns, we just haven't. But we do assess them first before they go home. We would never just send a dog.
And the BBC was making out that we don't.
No.
Well, not just us, sorry. But in general, people who are bringing those dogs over, we're not assessing them, we're just going, here, have a dog.
We will send puppies into homes, but only from one particular rescuer who we trust.
Yeah. And the other thing is we do backup. So if you're having struggles or you're having problems, you can reach out to High Hopes, and we've got advice
we've got advice, and sending them back is always a last resort, but people need to understand that with the amount they get sent back, they're going to have to wait.
Yeah.
There's not an instant spot for dogs to be returned to, because, some returns are returns because they need to be. But some of them, they've done one thing wrong and that's it. Your knee-jerk reaction is dog needs to go back.
Yeah. And just don't be so quick. I mean, it's
hard. It's years. I mean, Alice took 3 years to accept my son. 3 years.
That's a long time, innit, Sam?
And she'd just, he'd go out in the garden and she'd be trying to nip the backs of his legs.
Oh, my God.
And it's not ideal.
I mean, I know a British dog. He was a Jack Russell. I don't want to brand the bad brush over my Jack Russell. But if you went to walk out the room, you'd have your ankles. Mm. And there was no particularly, we don't know what his background was because he was a rescue dog. They didn't have your ankles. You were fine when you walk in. He welcome you in all open arms. Go to leave. No, you're having a laugh.
No, he's staying.
You go, watch it, he's coming here.
We used to have a rabbit that did that. Scared to death this rabbit to go in the cage. I think it was called Pebbles. It was one of them little...
Didn't have bloody red eyes, did it?
It's not a Russian dwarf, that's a hamster. It was like a dwarf rabbit, and it had this pen outside, and you'd go in to feed it or clean it out or whatever, and it would bite the backs of your ankles.
Oh my God, Jesus. But yeah, that was the BBC. There's been a lot of complaints, and they have responded with an email. I read it, but it was pretty much what they said in the documentary. They've just backed it up, and they're not...
I wish they'd have, come to us and... said,
reach out to...
And, how do you do things?
Yeah, exactly. It's a very frustrating situation, and I'm praying that it'll blow over. Whatever comes next, the BBC will pick up, and, it is what it is, and, But, anyway... I don't want to see another documentary like that, to be honest with you.
I wasn't going to watch it. And
you watched it.
I only watched it because you wanted to talk about it on podcast. Exactly. Otherwise, I would have just not. Because
But on a lighter note, Sam, right? What would our dogs say if they could talk?
I'm sure some of them would have a lot to say.
Yeah, couldn't shut them up. A bit like me.
Luna Chow would be very.
She would be very chatty. Do you reckon she'd be very chatty?
Yeah, she wouldn't shut up.
She wouldn't. She was in the car with me earlier today because we've all been to the field. We've had a lovely day at the field.
We've had a fab day at the field.
We've had lots of fun. We've had a game, but we won't mention what the game was.
No, I need to edit the video. I think
you might.
Well, we can say it was. Bring a random item to work day.
Yeah. Shut our eyes and then the person reveals it. But we have water in our mouth. So if you swallow or spit, you've got to not laugh. And Sam kept failing because she kept putting her hand over her mouth, which is a fail, Sam.
But you were up in everyone's grill making them laugh.
Up in their grill. Up in their grill. I love that. But I was thinking about what dogs were saying. I think everyone would probably agree. A lot of it would be food.
Yeah.
Ball. Just food, basically, because that was it.
Feed me. Cuddles,
fuss, attention, all on me, please.
Yeah. Dora would have a lot to say. Well, she has a lot to say anyway, doesn't she?
She does.
Just as we press record on the podcast, she's like,
yeah,
hello. Yeah, then the second you press record, she starts.
The second I pressed it. But I've got a question for you, Sam, right? If your dog could speak, what advice would they give you?
If we went with Dora...
What advice would she give you?
She would say, stop stress and chill out, come lie here with me.
That's a good one.
Yeah, she would.
I like that. My dog will probably, Rusty would probably turn around, can you please shut the door when you go to the toilet?
Why would he say that?
Because I don't shut the door, and he's like there thinking, she's done it again. She's having a crap. And I've got to endure it and see her do that.
Oh, dear.
No, I don't. They follow you into the toilet, don't they?
Yes.
But I wonder if they would be like, really? Can you not shut the door? Do you have to get undressed and be naked in front of me?
Oh my God, where did that even come from?
I don't know, but that might be the advice they give me.
Yeah.
Please, just don't undress in front of me. It's not a pleasant scene.
What would Roman say? Please don't go. Don't leave me. What would his advice be?
Where are you going all day?
Can I come with you? Yeah.
Have you ever seen that animation? Probably not, because you and Amy don't want to watch these animations because it's not for adults. Only for children. That's a load of cock and ball, may I just say. Disney is for adults, kids come after. But anyway, moving on. Pets. Oh my God, I've forgotten the name. It's an animation with Jack Russell. I've forgotten it. Pets. Something Pets. Anyone, whoever is listening, they probably know what movie I'm on about. And she goes out to work and he sits by the door all day.
Oh.
And the cat comes past. Her name's Chloe, I think the cat's called. And she said, what are you doing? He said, I'm waiting for Susie to come home, or whatever her name was. And he just sits by the door all day. And I reckon that's what, they just wait for us to come home. So I think, but if I was asked the question, if I had to offer if I could do it, and someone said, it's up to you whether dogs can talk or not, would you have them? Would you pick them to actually be able to speak?
Not at all.
I'm with you, Sam.
No, they wouldn't be dogs. They wouldn't be what they are.
No, because obviously you look into them and you do know. I mean, like, that's the other thing. Like, dogs do communicate to us. And this, I asked AI, whether this is completely accurate, I don't know. But apparently dogs can vary the number of voice communications up to 165.
What, that they understand?
Yeah. And super dogs, I don't know who the super dog is, a super dog with a cape and everything, can learn up to 250 more, like 250.
Like the collies of the world.
The collies. And
Stan's quite intelligent.
I want to know who the super dog is. Who's the super dogs? It's got to be, like you say,
it's got to be the collies.
It's got to be the collies. What else would be? Because there are retrievers and labs.
They're not. I guess they're not just. Collies are very switched on, and they want to do stuff. They want to use their brain.
What about springers?
They're like throw the ball.
That's it.
Yeah.
100 mile an hour.
Stan's intelligent. I mean, he knows a lot of stuff. And Daisy knows a lot of people. Like, she used to wake the kids up when they were little. I'd say, go and wake Luke up, go and wake Kyle up. And
I reckon Jack Russells, I'm not just banging that drum, but Jack Russells are quite intelligent.
Tell that to Boss.
Yeah. When he had the full ticket. Okay, I'll backfire on that bit. No, but Boss is not a full Jack though, is he?
No.
But yeah, they might be super dogs. But that's interesting to know. And when you look at them, I mean, obviously you get to know your dog as well. You know, just by the way they're looking at you, they're waiting for food, they're asking for dinner, or they want to go out for a wee. They don't actually need to talk to a certain degree.
It goes back to the relationship you have with them. And to going back to Dora again, she just has this way, and I know what she wants.
Yeah.
It's just, we're so in tune with each other. Oh no, by the bar.
So you've got that communication.
What she wants. Yeah. I don't always get it right. And she is quite naughty. She has got quite naughty the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
We were trying to get to the field the other day and she wasn't having any of it. She wouldn't come in from the garden.
She's been a right
I had to chase her around the garden and she's loving it. She's like, I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
And she did comply in the end. It's like she knew what I wanted. And she's like, I don't want it. No, because she doesn't like to come in because it's hot. She doesn't like being inside, and she started sleeping outside at night. She won't come in.
Really? She's got it wise, because I think I need to sleep outside. I was going to make me mattress in the bed.
7 a.m. she's barking and she's really excited to see me, so that's quite nice as well.
I mean, the only way you really would want your dog to be able to talk is when they're poorly.
Yeah, just
because you'd be like, oh, where's the pain?
Yeah.
What you're feeling. That's the only...
Because they mask a lot, don't they? Because they're quite
their pain threshold's immense.
Some of them. I mean, Roman.
Well, yeah, that's true.
You tread on his fur and he screams.
And he does squeal. Because that's what I find amazing about the dog, really, is the fact that they can be in so much pain, but they just can carry on.
Yeah.
I mean, we would moan to Evans. We wouldn't shut us up. That's a good thing, actually. Maybe because they don't talk. We don't.
Yeah.
We're saying that. You know what I mean?
Maybe they'd like for us not to talk.
Just
shut up for a day.
Especially
just shut up.
Especially me. For God's sake, she's on that phone again. I love this cartoon. I really wished I thought of it. But there's an owner walking down the road, walking her dog, and she's on the phone, and the dog's looking up at the character, like the woman, and he's saying, "For God's sake, will you get off your phone?" And it's the same, when they keep stopping and sniffing a lamppost or something.
Yeah.
Go, for God's sake,
will you
stop sniffing the lamppost. But that's her, stop looking at your phone.
Yeah, I do find it really sad. We drove past the field the other day and there was a lady in there and I could only see one dog. She might have had more. But she was just sat on the bench on her phone. Yeah. I was like, that's really sad. You've gone to the trouble of taking your dog to the field and you just play with them, do something with them.
I try not to be on my phone.
Their lives are quite short, really, aren't they?
Yeah, we don't have them for long. I mean, obviously I try and treasure. I mean, what I know now and what I could have done for Milo because he was reactive and he had those issues. And the knowledge I know now, I could have done so much better for him. Mm. And also when I was a teenager with Barney, I didn't walk him enough. I openly say that. I didn't walk him enough. I was a lazy teenager at times,
And you're a teenager.
Yeah, I know, but I feel bad for that. He was, Mum said, I've said this to Mum, and Mum said, you love that dog to the ends of the earth. You did everything. I said, I know, but could have done so much more for him.
But, you know, you're a teenager and don't beat yourself up about that. It's,
You know, I didn't get
was
out of bed
happy. He
till
was
2 in the
obviously-
afternoon. Do you know what I mean?
I'm betting he was a happy dog and he had a happy life.
He went in the summer though. We went skateboarding everywhere.
There you
Go all round
There
and
you go.
then got mistaken for a tramp. You know.
Oh yeah, we've had that story.
Yeah,
I was watching a video the other day and it was a corgi on a skateboard going down some steps. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
isn't it?
there's a bulldog. I think
I've
it's a
seen
bulldog.
him,
Yeah,
yeah.
he actually steers it.
Yes, there's 2 of them, isn't there?
There's 2. And he actually like gets his little foot
Yeah.
going. It's immense.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to teach one of them to
I'd
do
love
that.
to
Who
do
could we
that.
teach to do that?
I don't know actually. I don't know who do well on a skateboard. If anybody else has got their dog on a skateboard, please let us know because I'd love that.
Yeah, I mean, there's always more you can do with them, isn't there?
I
There's
know,
always
but
more
I just
training.
I feel
and
for
more...
Barney a little bit, but I did love him. It was a scruffy thing. But anyway, that's dogs communicating. If anyone's got any thoughts or stories, let us know. That would be what your thoughts of. Would you want your dog to talk, yes or no? If you can give us a feedback on that, we'd be interested. But I did have a look at on Google, on our internet again. And I did you know this about dogs? And the big question is, I think everybody who's a dog owner gets really ticked off when our dogs roll in fox poo.
Yeah, it's grim.
Do you have any ideas, Sam, why they do it?
I'm sure we talked about it last time, but I can't remember now.
Yeah, because we've done this podcast about
yeah.
5 million times.
It's to cover their scent.
Yes. So it goes back to oh, can't say it, Sam.
Oh no.
Wolves goes back to the wolves.
Ancestry.
That's the bugger. Why couldn't I say that word? I've only had a non-alcoholic beer. Yeah, it goes back to then. It's the master owners, so they get close to their prey, or on the other hand, so they disguise their smell so they go undetected. So if anyone's after them as a predator.
I wonder why fox pee smells so damn bad.
Because I don't know why. I mean, how does a fox eat? For that to smell, it's a really strong. And apparently, the overall one is they just really, really like it because of this. Because we hate the smell, they love it. And when they roll in it, God, don't we know about it?
It doesn't come out either.
No, it's so bad.
It's all over everything.
I think Milo did it once, and he got it all over his bloody collar. And I ended up driving home because I wasn't nowhere near home, and I was driving home with this stench wafting. I swear to God, my nose hair left I had no nose hair. I had no eyebrows.
When I worked at Forest, dog went missing, and me and a lady called Mary were walking miles and miles of the countryside looking for this dog called Persia. And I think it was a collie that she'd got because she liked collies, and he was coming with us everywhere. He rolled he was plastered in fox poo, literally plastered.
Was he?
I think it was a warm day.
How much fox poo? Was it
I don't
like
know,
a
but we were in
cow
the countryside.
Oh
Anyway,
my God.
we had to lift him over this stile. So one had to lift past him over. The stench was disgusting. Then we had to take him in the car because, I mean, this is about 40 minutes away from here. And we had to drive back with him and his flies and his fox poo.
Oh my God.
In the car.
You beat me
And
on
she'd
that,
also
100%.
got liver because we were putting liver down in stations. Oh, the stench.
Oh my God, Sam would
It was
have passed
bad.
out.
It was bad.
Okay, you win that. 100% you win that. I had a tiny bit round the collar.
I
You had
forgot
the whole...
it was plastered in it, and there was just cars full of flies.
I'm baffled how we managed to find that much.
I think it was just out in the country. It was in the middle of nowhere. Was miles, and we've been out there for some time as well, so it might have been multiple fox poos.
Oh my God.
I'd totally forgotten about that till just now.
Yeah, I'm glad you remember that. Well, you've definitely beat me on that. But moving on, I shall share some big news is coming from me.
Amazing.
Because I've always, I don't know if anyone's aware, but I draw cartoons and I've got dyslexia and writing is not my forte. But I've always in the back of my mind, my nanny Jean, bless her, when I was a teenager, because I was drawing and I didn't have much going for me in the school and the educational front. You know, I'm not going off to university or anything. Do you know what I mean? So she grabbed me one day and she got my hand and she said, "Look at me, Kerry." I said, "What's the matter?" She said, Promise me that you will do something with your cartoons one day." And I said, "Yeah." She went, "No, really look at me and promise me. And I said, I will. She went, I want you to do a book. Do something because you're very talented. I said, well, okay, Nan, and I will. I'm 43 and I have my first book coming out. And it is, which I'm really pleased to say, it's not only my first book I've ever done, and it's a big tick in the box for my lifelong ambitions, but it's about my rescue dog, Rusty. There's nothing better than writing about your own dog, but also it's about High Hopes Rescue. And when you buy the book, 50% will go to High Hopes as well. So it's going to do a double whammy. I've achieved a goal, and hopefully it helps High Hopes.
And it is
and you got
the
Sam in
most
there as well.
beautiful book.
It's like more me. I was so particular on I really thought the cartoon side of it would have been the most challenging because it was going to be a lot of drawing in it. But in fact, it was the writing. I managed to write the story all myself, and I've got a very good friend, Naomi, who's an English teacher, top teacher, who then approved my writing and made sure that there was things that sounded, you know, if I needed rewritten. But a lot of it was really good. It was just punctuation, capital letters, and.
But also, I think here we also need to mention
What's that?
The rudeness and I can't even think of the word of your school teachers. To be told,
they ripped me off, man.
To be told at a young age that you're thick and you're never going to do anything with your life. And what was that teacher's name?
Mrs. Rawlins. If you're still alive, I've got a book out now.
Yeah.
So in your face.
And it just makes me so mad. I mean, teachers would not be allowed to do that nowadays.
She called me thick in front of everybody in my class.
It's just so wrong.
And
then,
then,
look at you now. And
I would love to bump into her, particularly her, because she put me down as a problem child, which I wasn't. She had me down as thick, and we had a private meeting and with my mum and the head teacher, Miss Rawlins, and they left the room because they wanted us to chat. And she asked me, what you want to achieve in life? What is your goals? You know, and I said, well, I want to be a police officer. And she laughed. And I said, what's so funny? And she said, you'll never make a police officer, Kerry. And I said, you can't say that. She said, anything hard in life, you'll run the other way. You won't achieve being a police officer.
So wrong.
And
so wrong.
I ran off.
I'm not surprised.
I ran off. And so that's why I really would like to see her, because now I'm a publisher. And the ironic thing is I don't even like books.
You established that.
Yeah, I know. I don't like books. But it was only because it was just, I wanted to find the quick, I want to get through it quickly, and reading just took too long for me. And I struggled with it. So I would have to read it and read it again, the same sentence, in order for it to go in. But if there was pictures in there or a cartoon or a drawing, I would understand that sentence so much more quicker.
Yeah.
So my book it is for children, but it's also for adults. It's overall for everybody. I'm hoping it's going to hopefully be out on release on the 20th of September, but we are waiting for confirmation, but that will come out when it's done.
Yeah, and there'll be a website up and running, and you'll be able to buy the book on there. I think you've got 300 copies, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got 300 copies. We like to sell them more and order more.
Yes.
So watch this space, and when it is out, please buy Rusty's book. It is called Rusty with Hope and Time We Will Get There, because obviously the secret message is patience and time, and have hope that the dog will get there, because they will get there. But please have a read. And moving on, and obviously we'll give details because we are celebrating 7 years of High Hopes and Meet the Dogs Day, which is happening on the 14th of September. The Cobb House in Worcester, isn't it, Sam?
Yeah.
Between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. That's the time I got, Sam. Sam's looking at me like, I don't. She's the lady of the gaff.
I really find out the day before what time I've got to be there.
Yeah, we just tell Sam she's the gaff, but we just go, yeah, be there at the end. We go there.
Oh, there's so much to do.
There's so much to do. But you can come and meet some of the dogs. If you are looking for adopting a dog, or you're looking to foster,
we haven't got that many available at the minute, and some of them, particularly Duffy, will struggle in that environment.
Yeah.
So I think we're having the dog show. I think we're having the start of the dog show in the morning, and then I think we'll get the dogs out, and then we'll finish the rest of the dog show.
Yeah.
Because last time when we did the dog show, people came for the dog show and then left.
They just all buggered off, and then
the people that have come to see the dogs are like, "Where's the dogs?"
Yeah.
So I think we need to make it more clear how we're gonna run it.
Yeah.
But realistically, the only dogs that will be comfortable there will probably be Penny, Luna Chow is a little bit too comfortable, but people want to touch her generally because she's fluffy and she's not really up for
But then
that.
we can manage that, whoever's looking after her. I mean, I'll be there with my Costastic cartoons. You can
And
buy
I'll be
Mouse's
there
stuff.
with my Mouse's House.
And Mouse's House, and so you can buy that. And also, we will have Rusty's book there to sell if you are, because, you know, it'd be a good opportunity for people to see the book is coming out.
Oh my
and,
God, your car's going to be so full.
and well, no, I'm going to have Ernie the camper van. anyway.
Oh, okay.
I'll have Ernie with me. So yeah, that's where you can get the book. So you can look up, because there is posts all about when the day's happening if you don't remember what I've just gabbled on about. And also we will touch on Amira and Digby. I've said that right, haven't I?
Yeah, you
Because
have.
I'm awful with names. Amira, she's a large
shepherd. And she's in kennels in Hopton, I believe, at the moment. And she's a typical large breed. There is some reactivity there, but it's not all
so
the
we
time.
need experience, really, don't we?
Yeah, it's kind of unpredictable. So, you know, sometimes she'll go past a dog or a person and be fine, and sometimes she'll react.
Yeah.
And so she does need a bit of training. She does need probably like a walking device, like a Gencon or a Holty, just so you've got more control.
But
of her.
generally in home, she's
She's been golden at home.
been golden. But if you do bring anybody new round, then you just need to be...
Although in saying that, Drea and Amy went round there and she was absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But whether it's...
To be honest, you have to be
people.
cautious anyway.
Yeah, you
don't
do.
you?
You do.
You have to be cautious anyway. And how old is she, Sam?
I think she's 4.
I feel like she's 4, yeah. I think I remember she's 4. But she's lovely. I mean, I picked her up on
You did
transport
pick
day.
her up. I
and
think she was
did do
bigger than we all thought she was going to be.
Yeah.
She's quite a large girl.
I thought she was the size of a horse.
Yeah.
No, joke. She's not that big. But
Not
no,
as big as Roman.
when I met her, she was lovely, and I didn't have any issue, like anything worrying about her. But obviously, she had travelled. She needed to desensitise. It was a lot.
You'd had
for
her in and out of the van,
Yeah.
hadn't you? And she'd been absolutely
Yeah,
fine.
but unfortunately, she is looking for forever home. So
So she did go home with
She
a
did.
view to adopt, but he just didn't feel like he had the experience.
yeah, it was a shame because it looked like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
But they had teenagers and they had people coming around the house, and I think it was a lot for Admira.
Yeah.
And I think it was a family decision. I think if John was on his own, he wouldn't have been.
No.
He would have had 100%. But unfortunately, things like that happen.
Yeah, but you don't know at age 4 what's happened in her life.
No, you don't. You can't.
To make-
The majority of the time, when a dog does anything, it's out of fear.
Mm.
Really, it's not out of nastiness or, you know, I don't ever believe dogs have got a nasty bone in. They're doing it because that's their instinct. If
Yeah.
they don't feel safe, their only protection is
It's
to
growl,
bite. That's it. That's pretty much.
Although I had this conversation earlier with the lady that met Nils, and she said out of fear, but he doesn't bite out of fear. He bites when
There's a lot
anything's
going on.
When,
Like overexcitement.
like if he thinks they're going to go into a bit of a squabble, that's when Nils will.
So he
nip.
feels like he needs to protect.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's had me on the back of the leg 3 times in the same day,
Always a bugger.
and he had Briar. He had Briar a couple of times on the back of the leg one of the days.
Well,
but
yeah.
he's never ever bitten. As scared as he is and as scared as he can be sometimes, he's never bitten out of fear.
Yeah.
It's just that commotion going on and you need to bite the nearest person.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah. But Digby's been with us for a while, hasn't he?
Long time.
So he's in the
time.
special kennels, isn't he?
He's in the specialist kennels, because he is again a large breed, and I can't 100% say what went on in his home, but his owner wasn't firm with him as he was growing up,
Right.
and he got away with a lot of stuff. So
Okay.
then that all needed to be stripped back, and the lady that's got them said it was like peeling an onion, and you've got to get
Really?
all the layers back.
I mean, he's gorgeous. I think he's so
He
cute.
is. He's gorgeous. He's down in Devon. We don't get a massive amount of updates on him. I think he's been there so long, and we keep posting him, but we don't have any new photos. So I think people just maybe see the same thing and don't, when you
Yeah.
don't really see it, you see the same thing coming up,
Yeah.
but you don't really see it. He needs to be with a family who know what they're doing.
So he is
He
experienced.
needs experienced owners. He needs people that are stronger willed than him,
Yeah.
who will
Is he
be
terrier
firm
type,
with
Sam?
him. No, he's large.
Is he large?
He's large.
He looks small.
He's like
Shut the front
Irish...
door. I thought he was a bloody
no,
terrier.
he's
Bloody
like an
terrier. I
Irish
don't know what I'm saying
Wolfhound
it like
size.
that.
He's big.
Oh,
He's a big boy. But
Jesus.
they use him as a stooge dog. They've done that much work with him.
A stooge?
A stooge dog. So he kind of helps the other dogs. A bit like Stan.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So Stan's a dog that I could just put with anyone.
Yeah.
And
So
he'd be absolutely
yeah.
fine. So they do use him.
So could he be rehomed with another dog?
No, I'd say because he's a male shepherd,
Yeah, that's true.
he's potentially better with no children. The lady who's got him said he needs like large owners, like tall owners.
Not
But
a little
if you know-
4-foot lady.
But if you know what you're doing, I mean, I'm not tall and I handle large shepherds every day.
Yeah, it's probably a bit biased
So,
saying that, isn't it?
yeah, I'm 5'2" and like Roman, Dora, Ollie.
Well, Andrea, she's quite a small lady, but she can handle Lucky strong on
Yes,
lead. And
Lucky.
when she come up and asked me, I went, "Really, Lucky?" And I'm like, "I'm going to go with this."
Oh,
But she knows her stuff, and she explained she did have large dogs in the past, so you can never judge a book by its cover.
no.
and all that
And I
shebang.
found Lucky harder to walk than Roman.
Oh, Lucky was strong.
He was
wasn't
so strong. He pulled me in the pool.
Did he? Oh yeah, he did.
He pulled me
I
in the
was there.
pool.
Do you know, I felt awful though, because we on Meet the Dogs there, I was helping Lucky find a home when I saw, and this bloke and this girl come out, quite, in their 20s, and they were interested in Lucky, and everything was going well. We'd walk round, and I said, "Well, if you want, you can go for a walk, but bear in mind, he is strong on lead, so if he pulls, just be aware." And the bloke took over on the lead, so I let him go off. And the next minute I looked and he'd handed the lead to the girl and she was just being dragged along.
No.
So I ran over to think, Jesus Christ. And you can safely say that wasn't a successful meet.
No,
But
he was.
it worked out for Andrea because now he's living the best
He was.
life.
He was
He's got
such
a
a
friend.
beautiful dog.
He was so lovely. He was
the
a big,
nicest dog in the world.
I was quite attached to Lucky, but he definitely went to the right home.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think with Lucky, I couldn't introduce a face harness for a lot. Well, I don't think I ever did because he was so scared of having his head touched for such a long time that I didn't want to then.
We'd have to think of it, Andrea. Think of it, Sam. We'd have to get Andrea on.
Oh, yes.
So, Andrea, if you're listening.
And to get to see Lucky again.
Yeah, and get to see Lucky again. If, Andrea, you're listening, we welcome you on our podcast.
Oh, we
So
cried. We cried,
we all
didn't
cried.
we?
It's emotional. It was emotional.
Very emotional when she said she was going to adopt Lucky.
She was. But that's really time up, Sam, to be honest.
It goes so quick.
It does. We're having fun, that's why. But looking forward, our next episode, we'll be talking about dogs' emotions and walkies with our dogs.
Okay.
So we'll be chatting that next time you listen. So yes, that was Kez and Sam. Let's talk dogs. We'll see you again. It's bye from me.
And it's bye from me.
Oh God.